Bacon. Bacon. Small bacon.
All right, hey, welcome to another edition of JTJU, where we all try to be just a little better at the game of Clash of Clans. I got the next episode of Super Sunday, and that's where we go out and during the wars of both main 2, 3, and 4 of the JTJ family, as well as some of the affiliates, we wander around and look at live attacks if there are some to be had, and or take a look at some of the best replays from all those different wars. So you can either browse through this. It's kind of long, usually. Usually they run somewhere between an hour and a half. Or if you want, take a look right here is the list of the attacks in order by Town Hall. Or you can always download from the link that's below it a PDF that actually has the links themselves. It'll zoom you right to those attacks, and it also includes both attacks by Town Hall as well as attacks by attacker. So overall, cross Super Sunday episodes, you can see just one attacker's style. Hope it helps. Let's take a look. All right. So welcome everyone to episode 3 of Super Sunday. But
Hello.
the Packers are losing, so if I'm acting strange, it's probably why. So we're going to move on past that. We've got some good wars going on in the JTJ main, but we'll also, as always, take a look down in the sub-clans 2, 3, and 4, as well as stopping by at any affiliates that want us to come by and visit, one of which is Benevetics out in England. We'll stop by them for sure, and then if anybody else wants me to come by with Trench, just post into Twitch chat. That's where we'll be monitoring. We have Tuck is taking care of watching that for me, so he'll talk to me. You'll hear him talking to me sometimes in the headset. So if you want me to come visit your clan, just post it out there. That being said, let's take a look at the awards going on right now with JTJ Main. It's a pretty interesting one. We're currently behind. Scary. But we have the opportunity, and Rev just... Oh, another star just got posted. Double Deuce pulled out a 2-star. We're still working on that number 9, and there's 2 Town Hall 9s that are still open for us on their side, and then we've got some work to do at Town Hall 10s, but we've been kind of waiting. A lot of those open 3-stars are scouting, so don't freak out. But there's a lot of great attacks to take a look at. Let's go take a look first at some of these Town Hall 9 attacks. So, and this first one was Sailor Jerry. Just happened about 3 hours back. And it was really interesting because it's their top Town Hall 9 base, and he was able to use one witch to take out a dragon all by itself. It was pretty impressive. So let's amp it up a little bit. You can see he's going for basically a hog action with the kill squad with 2 golems coming in to lead the way, and this is where that witch is going to come into play, coming in behind it. It'll end up taking out the queen and other items. He'll forget to use his poison during this attack, so even more impressive. But then his deployment, line deploy, not that impressive, but it ends up working. So basically, it in effect becomes a single spot deploy, and he's going to do a circle C, as we call it, where the hogs rotate around the base with the team in mid holding distraction. But he really doesn't have a lot of distract going on. But he pulls it out because look at that witch though, still working. Just when he... nope, didn't get her that time. And I think the whole period of time while this witch is out here doing this work, and she wipes her brow, and she's like, girl power. That's basically, I think, what happened. But then he closes out the base. So it was really a nice attack in terms of, like, I felt that witch really... If that dragon would have released from that witch, it would have been game over. But it didn't. And voila, he has the 3. So that was a pretty good attack. Also, we're still working on 9, so no need to look at this. But this one, we actually might release a Clash Cooler session on this. We've spent about 50 minutes. A lot of that's jawboning and making silly stories up and stuff in the cooler. But there was some planning going on in Twiddla with this attack with Nicholas on this base. And it's kind of interesting. Or is this the same? Is this the one that we did the planning on? I can't remember now. I think, nope, this is a different base. So this is his second attack, so let's take a look at this one. It's going to be a tri-Lavaloonian, blah, blah, blah. Because of these 2 ADs that you can see up here at 10 and 1, 11 and 1. It's pretty nice grouping, so I can see why he's thinking that way. And as they come down, pretty good spot deploy. He's not rushing, but has good granularity per AD, as well as the air defenses. So see, it's nice surgical placement. Same techniques across hogs and loons. And he's clear. Seems simple, but it's not. There you go. But the one I wanted to show you that we coolered on, I think, is the one more down. Nope. They're all good attacks, so I'm going to kind of zoom through them really fast. Here's A-Boys, I believe a hog action. Bringing the kill squad up from 6. Nice diffuse of the GGBs there. Look at that placement. Coming in from 2 to 3. Runs the mid, a little bit late action there for the hogs, after he doesn't have the risk of distraction. Or like up fire, they were tied up from mid fire. And he powers through. Sure enough. Just coming around. Bang! And there it is. But here's my favorite. Just because we spent so much time jabbering. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody's attacking live. Is it worth watching? It's A-Boy live on 9. Holy smokes. Okay, this doesn't look good for the queen. There's a lot of pressure there for her. And he needs to get some ADs down. At least get that expo. Come on. Oh, my. Uh-oh. We got trouble. I don't think this is going to go so well. He tried to sneak in and not be on the show, but, you know, hey, boy, you should know better. Wait a minute. That queen went down. No, she didn't. That's his queen. Wishful thinking. That's what that's called. So I can already say with pretty good assurance that this will not work out well. Unless he's got some kind of magical... Maybe he's got the new hero in beta. No. No new hero. I think we're just going to end his pain and suffering. We'll leave that attack. Good try, A-Boy. We've got work to do. Keep working on 9. We already showed you when you did it good, so you've already been redeemed. But hang on, I want to show you. There it is, 12. 12 is the one I wanted to show you. So check this base out. It's pretty interesting in that it's got this clutter ring all the way outside. And so the real complexity of this attack is how to ensure your core team, the kill squad, if you're going hog, which he's not, he's going loon, but you still have the kill team, gets to mid. And so watch how he slowly starts from the edge, does snipe action at 9 and 3 to ensure the movement of the golems that go back to 12. And then he reinforces the action at 12, wall breakers in, and then dives the hole with all 3 golems, then moving into mid off of an earthquake. So that's really the most complex part of the attack. After that, I mean, he's got all this arc down here from 4 to 8 o'clock, but really most of that is not supported or defended by the ADs, and he's so close to them, he's going to end up taking them out. And then he can just go loon crazy with his 17 loons off the backside. And there they are. Did any loons die? That, my friends, is a balloon parade. So there you go. That was a good. It was very interesting to watch the iterations of different angles and different attacks we could use on that to actually think about in the attack itself. Jim had a. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Pretty good hog attack. He's going to come on. He's going to come in and actually work from the mid. Pretty good granularity, coming off the edge there at 4 and 5. See, now we're coming. We've now had 4 deploys in total that he's used, and then from the mid he works out. So basically, he had action from his hogs. Basically, did a slight, maybe a half C movement from 3 to 6. Never really going to mid, but rotating around it, which is where all the giant bombs were protecting him. Beej had a good attack as well. Little Valk action for you. Rarely seen. Always got to watch the replays with the gingers. I think Spencer23 calls them the gingers. That's when I started saying it. But he's going to, I think, drive the mid with them. Yep, there he goes. I'm not a fan of this. But, you know, it is fun. Because see how they don't really penetrate deep? But as long as your timing's good, where they're the distraction force in the mid and your loons can get there in time, a lot of times you'll see more of a heal action on the Valks. But not this time. Didn't do it. Let's see. So are there any others? We could just keep going through all the Town Hall 9s in rapid fire. Are there any others that you think, Tuck, that I should look at? Why don't you think about that, and then I'll come back. I'll come back and we'll let's bounce over to 2 for a little while and see what's up with them. That would be this one. Themis Wags. He's put a lot of faces in chat. I don't even know what to say to that, Themis Wags. I guess happy faces back at you. Gotta say hi. Let's tell them my... Oh, Eric threw his tablet. That couldn't be good. Oh, and I forgot to ask... Hey, Tuck, ask in the main channel if anybody in the main wants to show live attacks on purpose. unlike A-Boy. Frog.
We got Dan saying he wants to go in about 30 minutes, but that'll be a little bit later then.
Alright. Hey, Frog. Now, I do have a list of... let me see if I can find them here. I do have a list of attacks that we want to show from... Let me ask them so they can think about it, though. What attacks in this war were awesome? And while he's thinking about that, I will run you through some of the ones that I looked at. Wait, they actually recommended some. Hang on. Okay, here's one. Spartacus recommends we take a look at the war against Bagnikatagas. Base 22, Surgical Hog. Messed up CC kill just a little bit, but came back with a solid 3. Wow, I'm intrigued. Wait a minute, let's see this. A messed up recovery. There it is. Banged it bucket. I'll just stop trying to say it. Probably better that way. Number 22. Alright, Spartacus. Let's see what we got. So the trigger's not bad. Dragon and a loon. Depends to see how you're going to work this. Oh, it's not a CC based. I don't like the poison, and that may be, something I would prefer to see use that internally, but I know a lot of you use it for the CC now. But remember the days we did not have poison, and we still were able to kill a CC. So if you're dragging it out, I think you should not use the poison. Oh, the placements were good. That's probably where you made your recovery. And so I guess you were frustrated. You felt that, Spartacus, you felt you should have not lost so many wizards there. Your heals are pretty good. And actually, I mean, you didn't really lose much after that. Your placements of your hogs there from 3 to 9 was pretty good in terms of timing and separation. You had nice drive. To the mid. To the mid. Are you done yet? No, you're not. Wait a minute. Can I have a review? I can't read that, Tuck. Take a look at Twitch and see who that is. Find out what war they are and what clan, what war, and what attack, what base, if you could. Oh, Spartacus, you're just taking forever to get over there. Kill that hut, will you? Okay, good. Yeah, but I would say, I didn't think your the kill's not bad. I mean, when you're not using, I know that A-Boy recommends, like, if you want to not use CC21 and you're trying carry instead of maybe one hog, drop one hog and carry 5 barbs and do a trickling, and use that trickle of barbarians from like the 9 o'clock corner to keep the dragon distracted, similar to how the skeletons do. And then your wizards might have survived. I'm assuming that's why you were frustrated. Maybe not. Let's go back and see if they've commented. Me on 19, just kidding. Can use mine as a mistake. Bad review. Okay, guys. You know I'm all right, Eric. I'm bringing it. All right, Eric. You asked for it. Because I believe, Eric, that actually more learning comes from looking at mistakes than looking at 3 stars. But people like 3 stars, so we give them what they want. Let's see here. Eric, where are you? I don't even see you, Eric. It was that bad that they removed it from the attack log. Wow, man. Are you even in the war, Eric? Do you realize that there's a current war going on? Okay, this is ridiculous. I don't think you're in the war, Eric. You're killing me, dude. You're killing me. Alright, I'm going to look at another different one. Then we have Dam's Fast Swimmer. And I would agree, Damn Fast Swimmer, I saw some of your attacks. Pretty good, so I'm sure your comment here is accurate. Swim damn fast versus the Legends. Number 21, Max Town Hall 8 goes down in a minute 30 with 2 go KS. FYI, we're changing from KHC 2 to KS because we like to change things. Beautifully done to earn me 12 stars this week. Well, damn fast swimmer, one thing I'd tell you is that there's only 6 stars per war. So if you're X-modding for 12 stars, it's probably not okay. I know what you're saying. I know it's across multiple wars. Let's take a look at damn fast swimmer because he did bring a cup of awesome this week. Let's see. Versus the Legends. Okay. Looking at the wrong war, Rye. Okay. Well, tell me, what war is it? I got to go look at damn fast swimmer here. What war? Base number. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, damn fast swimmer versus the Legends. Here we go. Damn fast Legends is, now I'm messing it up, versus 21 versus, alright, here we go. Hey, it's Swim Damn Fast. You changed your name. I think that sounds a little nicer, actually. You don't put that bad word in the front. It doesn't catch the eye. Alright, what are you going to do? SDF? He's got a 2-go KS coming in from the side. Well, he doesn't need a KS. It's Town Hall 8. So it's a 2-go, which is actually unusual. And he does use this mix a lot. 2 golems at Town Hall 8 with the Hogs backing. So he operates off heavy distract. He'll get the team into mid, as you see here. But really, all he's getting distract off are the mortars and the cannons here. But so I was surprised, but actually the weird thing is that he repeated this process, like he said, over 3 or 4 wars. 2 wars, 12 stars. And you can see the head count's not bad. What is that? 7, 8 hogs. Most of his CC team. Pretty good. And you know what I think that means, damn fast swimmer? That's right, my friend. You've got the golden ticket. Now, beyond that, let's see if we've actually got number 3, current war. Okay, Eric. So Eric has humbly offered up his bad attack for constructive criticism. Let's see. Number 3, current. Eric, what are you talking about? That's you attacked 3. Okay, Eric. Now I'm current. I don't even see if Eric's in the war because I think he's lying. Are you punking me, Eric? You're not even in the war, dude. I think he's confused. He thinks it's the current war. Oh, wait, am I in the wrong war? Wait a minute. Yes, that's the problem. I'm a spectator. That's fine. It's fine. Oh, and there he is. Let us go in to Eric's attack. What do we got? Looks like a 2-go KS Tri-Lavalunian. Where's his other golem? It's not 2 go. It's 1 go KS. All right, so that made my first concern. See how you're losing you're losing wizards to the flanks? So I don't like that. But you're going to get the queen. Pretty sure. Is that golem dead yet? So the other problem you had is that so much DPS in terms of high health buildings, your queen was distracted too long and it took for her to get in there and get the guy. So I would say with that, you know, I realized you were trying to save money or slots, but I would do more of a 2 go KS, you know, bring in 2 golems and then kill the team behind that with maybe 6 wizards. And then the poison, not this haste. See how you did you bring a poison? I don't think you did. Because that's a heal, isn't it? There might be some questions on heals as well. I think that's a heal. Let's play it again real fast. Or I'll see it at the end. And he's like, please, just have that minion get to the middle. He can do it. It's the pup, actually. Get the pup. Oh, no. Yeah, so if you're going air, first thing I'd be saying is you got to carry a poison. Unless you are absolutely sure it's something else. They need help, with especially when you were only packing 6 wizards behind 1 golem. That's a pretty lean kill team. So that was probably your biggest issue, is that it would be much better for you to have that kill team drive into about here and take out that expo that was up and tie it up, than to save that 6 slots and get, what is it, 6 more loons? And I'm just, oh, and this, so you had 1 golem, 3, 18. Where did your other slots go? 4 wall breakers. 3. Yeah, so you might have used a jump instead of the wall breakers, so that instead of heal swap to a jump, you could have gotten deeper with it, like right here. I could jump right there, would have given you a lot of access to a lot of things. But anyway, good try, Eric. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. No golden ticket, though. Sorry. So which 2 8s do you feel best about? I have 3 attacks, always try with 3. Well, I have another blah 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 blah. They're not saying anything. Okay, let's look at another one from JTJU since we're here. Batman claims that he had 2 awesome attacks, both in the War versus Legends. Let's take a look. One on 9 and 1 on 13. The 1 on 9, a Go Whiz Wee, 2 EQ attack. And he gives a link to the attack that he used. Oh, alright. So he's claiming to be on the cutting edge of new and exciting attacks. Well, Batman, I thank you for bringing us this fresh breath of air into our attack styles. Let's take a look here. Wait a minute. Why is it? Oh, he's recommending somebody else. He's humble. This is somebody else. This is Extreme COC making the attack. Batman's not about himself. He's about everybody else. He's about helping out the other man. Let's take a look at it. Extreme. Alright, there's the EQ. I see it. Holy smokes, that's a 5 golem BDFD. Wow. Okay. So really, that's a go Wii. It's a 5 go Wii. FY, Wii is which, Wiz is whiz, birds. But it does help with that core, because I mean there's a lot of DPS in core, and hey man, when you got 5 golems, you could jump off a cliff and still be okay. You just strap them onto your back and in front of you, and you just kind of roll. That's how. Oh, hurt my hand. All that hand motion, that Italian movement. I don't have any Italian in me. Let's see. Okay. But that is different. I think. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be like, take that to the bank, go out and try 5 go Wii, because it's awesome. Actually, it's Go Whiz. That's just a nice, it's a balance. 5 go Wii Whiz. Or Go Whiz Wii. No, it's Go Wii Whiz. Whiz becomes, anyway, you don't care. I don't know. I'd have to see more of that one to feel like excited, but it did work. Clearly, it's a one to play when they've got a heavy core in the mid. Then your golems can tie that up. It is on the tree for when you're hitting up into Town Hall 10. That very attack is the attack you use because the 5 golems tie up the Inferno Tower on multi. So
one of the questions that came across in that one in chat was about the earthquake on the top end.
Why? Why it was there? On location? Okay, let's look.
Yeah.
Alright, so if I'm EQing like this guy, and then he comes in from the bottom, so he was an optimistic thinker. His base. And he had two. That was the. I have seen this attack. I watched this attack when we were doing our reviews for the golden tickets, and I didn't put you down extreme because this is extreme. 8 earthquakes, right? So really, what he was planning on doing was walking the base, basically gut-shotting the base right through the middle with his golems, and then he would be, because the golems were taking all the flanking fire, basically everything on the sides of what he cut would be firing in, then he could come in from the sides with, or in the middle, be behind it, just be shooting out. That was the plan, and that is unique. That I will give you. Let's look at it again for fun now that we've seen it. So he had the plan of actually just driving all the way through and never stopping. And because the weakness of the 5-go, even at Town Hall 10, is that you don't have a lot of firepower behind it because you have so much of your troop slots tied up in meat shield. And so you got to let them flow. You can't have them stall out because often when you stall out, the troops compress. You want the golems walking forward while the shooters that have to shoot everything get slowed down because they have to take everything out as they're moving forward. That's why he did it, and it worked. So we can't challenge it, but I would need to see more before I'd say let's start thinking about that as an option. Because I think that same base could have been taken like by just a standard 3-go EQ, get in the mid and snipe off the back. Could have been the same thing, right? Where you use a heal and a rage in the mid, make that team sustain and just sit there instead of trying to carry through and walk through the base. There you go. Thanks for the question on NC Trader on Twitch. And Batman, continuing his humble ways, also would like to recommend a Magnus from the Legend War on number 13. And look, they won this pretty tight, so these are important attacks. This attack is a 3-go KS squad. Nope, it's just a 3-go. And then he's doing a Whiz-Wee, or Wee-Witch, whatever, EQ, with a snipe action on the backside with hogs. A little more, oh, wow, big statement, Batman. A little more elegant than the max attack? Do you realize that's heresy? You cannot come out and say anything is more elegant than the max attack right now. You have to wait till somebody that's more important than us says that. Then we can say it. That's how that works. Okay, let's take a look, though. Let's take a look at this more elegant variant of the max attack. Okay, there's part of the max attack. Yep, and then he's going to penetrate with some wall breakers. When are they going to show up? There they go, running in, sneaking by. Good. Oh, looks pretty good. Actually, I'm agreeing with Batman. Right now, so far, the placement and timing has been pretty spot on. Yeah, that giant bomb was pretty painful. He lost a lot of troops there. He lost a lot of his thump factor in the middle. But he's carrying through. Look at that nice surgical with the distract with the giants on both sides. That's quality play. You don't see that much. And actually, when they first came out with surgical, a lot of people thought, myself included, that surgical actually implied the use of the giant as a distract because it was a much more ornate style of attacking. But then it became more, the surgical became more to represent that you place distinct hogs on each hog path instead of like spreading with a finger line deployment like a V deploy or a flank deploy or 2-spot, 3-spot stuff. But yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, the beginning, the opening was good, and then I think his hog action snipe, his Sohos, we call it Soho snipe hog, off of 1 and 8 there, I think also were part of the attack that really made him carry it home. Good attack, Magnus. I would give you a golden ticket, but you never come up. So here, I'll give it to you anyway. Here, Magnus. There you go, buddy. Just so you know, you could have a golden ticket if you wanted it. He likes being down in the subclans. Let's see. JTJU is hogging all the limelight. Well, JTJ4. Oh, Flukes would like to blow his own horn. He's part of JTJ2. And he... Wow, you guys must have really loved this war with Legends. The fact that you won by 2. I would agree. That always leaves that glow in your mind of the attacks and how awesome they were. He would like to say that this attack is awesome on 18 because, as he describes it, it had a saucy final heal at the end. And a good example of the V-deploy with 2 fingers. So Katie, who was the zealot that brought V-deploy to us in terms of the name for it, take a listen. Flukes is now your student. He would like to be approved that this is okay. So when you get a time, Katie's very busy. You know, she just does her V-deploy and leaves, but maybe she'll watch Flukes. Maybe she'll give you the high five. Trigger looks good. Oh, did you get it? I don't think you got it. I think you got more work to do there, buddy. Oh yeah, you got work. Okay, so mistake number 1, Flukes. A little messy there. You should have. I think once she rotated back, if you would have ran 2 more hogs in, but that worked out. All right, I'm not nitpicking that. I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let it go. All right, there goes the kill team and a little V action at Town Hall 9. Oh, Flukes. It is a symmetrical base, though. And notice he has some of the key aspects of a V-deploy being used. King's on the opposite side to the V. He V-deployed off the T-Duck team so that it's providing distract for them. Basically, the V becomes the cover for the team. Notice how these witches are still alive and running around. So it really helps your endgame cleanup. I mean, it was an entry-level base, but, you know, for a clan that carries a nice mix, it's good to have your entry-level Town Hall 9s being able to pull off the 3. So good job, Flukes. That is actually pretty good. But I would say to you, work on your surgical. Work on your distinct placements, because your success in Town Hall 9, when it's not, most bases will not be symmetrical like this, your success is going to be tied to, instead of V-deploying, tappity, tappity, tappity. Watch A-Boy, watch Beej, watch those attacks. And we're actually going to start pushing our Town Hall 8s before they go up to actually switch from V-deploying, if they aren't doing it already, to surgical deployment movements, because it's the same technique for both air and ground. So it's something you need to learn to be successful in the max level of Town Hall 9. And you know, you can go back and look at some. Maybe we'll look at some more Town Hall 9s after this at the main level to kind of check it out. But still, good attack. And you've been in main before, Flukes, so you know you can always come back if you want. We won't show the golden ticket for you. We won't show it to you, but it's like an inferred. It's like it's there, but you didn't see it. Okay? Hold on. What do we got now? That was Flukes. I think that, so Sergeant Dust would like to give another vote for Magnus's final star, but I think that was the one that was voted up, right, by Batman. I think. Yep, same one. So you're covered there, Sergeant. 3. Let's see. And I had some here from 2 that I wrote down. Oh, let's go back. I did see one that I thought was pretty good. In the Bahala War that I cannot pronounce. This is on number 15. This is a CC21 T-Duck 2-Go KS Ho 3-spot. But what makes it interesting is that he does a really good trim on the top, which allows his team to really do more of a direct pathing through the base. So let's take a look. So he's going to take this part out late in the attack to keep his guys in mid. Does his trigger from there as well. Hello, my dog. And down we get drawn. Usual CC21 T-Duct happening. Down. Good. 2-go KS. Moving up. Now see, this is probably the part of the attack which was the most risky because she's pretty deep. That's a long way to go. That's Smokey and the Bandit level of difficulty. But she made it. And it was actually the queen that closed it, not the king, which was surprising. But did you catch the late snipe that went through as he was moving through on his other hogs? Basically keeping the pathing in mid so that he could reduce the pressure on the queen. That was pretty good. And of course, as always, you could always come up, Jalabi. Jalabi! Alright, Frog has been invited before, but he did have a good attack versus 10. Did you already recommend yourself, Frog? I don't think you did. No. So let me take a look at that attack for you, Frog. Frog, 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 Frog. Where are you at? Frog's like, dude, I'm right here. I'm right here, man. I've been here the whole time. Legends War. This is a 1-go KS try versus a Town Hall 9. Did I show this already? I might have. If I did, somebody talk to me in my ear and tell me to stop looking at it. Number 10. Replaying. 1-go KS try. It's a mid-level Town Hall 9. What's interesting to me was the, so when you just do one golem, it's difficult to get the cuts down. And what he used there to pull and keep his guys in was the queen itself. Did you notice how the king kind of did a duck and weave, came in and came out, came back? So I thought that was intriguing. At least it was a reminder to me of how you can use aspects of the base to pull yourself to where you want to be. And then his placement here from 4 to 9 was pretty good. A little bit of overlap on the rage spell, but hey, we're not picking fights here. And then the backside snipe, which didn't actually end up needing. This balloon's out just sightseeing. He's like, can I attack something? But yeah, very good attack. Look, he didn't even pop his hound there. So that tells you that that level, that technique, probably even if with a fully upgraded base, would have been fine. He probably would have been good to go. So good job, Frog. You've seen it before, but I'll show it to you again. Oh, wait a minute. Oh wait, that's 3. I'm coming to 3 and I've got a list. Should we look at another attack from Swim Damn Fast? Do we want to see him do his thing again? Or how about this? Elijah in the Legends War, number 15. Elijah says the rumors about Penta are overblown, being that it's not workable anymore. He's like, you can ignore the queen. Wait a minute, is this 15? Am I messed up? Yeah, that's right. Oh, Elijah's the... Whoops. I'm talking to you, Spike. Elijah's the target. This is a Penta Q. Ignore. PT duct. Penta Q ignore. Meaning the queen, we won't even pay attention to it. We're just going to be like, dude, you are so weak. You like that one... No, you're just not even worth paying it. Yeah, good night. So there we go. Usual trigger. Bring it up. Not the CC21. He used a little poison there. See, so that was interesting to me. I'm not a fan of it, but always intrigued to see it. And look how he just ignores the queen. Zoom. Right on by. And that's harder than it looks to get her to actually get taken out. So I don't know if that's Spike's genius or Spike's luck. But with that level of base here, let's take a glance at the first part. So the queen
we might have a live attack coming up here. It looks like Korg is ready to go on number 2.
in JTJU?
In JTJU.
Okay, thanks. Korg, you ready? We'll bounce out then. Get out of here. Get out of there. My son, he's offering me food. I'm exhausted. I can't go on. Please bring me something to eat. Korg is not responding. While we're waiting for that, let me look at some of the last. We could either look, there are actually 3 attacks with Swim Damn Fast that look pretty good. There is, I want to show an attack from Dark Horse. And then I think I already showed Spartacus's. Did we show Spartacus? Spartacus had a pretty good attack in the Bahia War. It was a Wiz Tita Ho CC. And the reason why I thought that was interesting is that some people are starting to use Ho CC refers to using max hogs in the CC instead of CC 21 at Town Hall 8, and it worked pretty good. So, it's Korg. What's Korg? Korg, you got the right CC this time. Korg is more of like, you know, if I was going to describe Korg with a, you know, an analogy of like, you know, what kind of attacker is he? I think I would go more like, he's like that tumbleweed that you see in the desert where it's moving all the time and you don't know really where it's going, and sometimes it really travels a long way before it settles down. And this is Korg. Korg is experimenting with all the attacks in the Clash universe, and God knows what he's going to throw up here for us, but it should be interesting if he ever attacks. Korg is in? No, he's not. Did I miss it? Oh, I'm not in the current war. For God's sakes. There we go. We'll have to catch up. Looks like hog action with a 4 EQ. So he's going to break in. There's in the mid. Uh-oh. Slight problem. That could be an issue. Because he really needs, he wants to tie up that backside expo. But he needs to get through the wall to do it. Alright, he's broken through. Minor problem. Don't worry. These things should go down. I mean, they were in the center of that EQ. They should go down pretty quick. He's got some witch backing happening. He's got the nice distract of the expo. 1 heal spell remains. It doesn't feel right to me. Feels a little light. So I think where he went wrong is so the EQ has a diameter of 8, right? A radius of 4, and he was just a little bit. He slanted it a little bit towards the town hall, which then didn't get this edge caught. But if he would have counted off 1, 2, 3, more right there where my mouse is, he would have been good. Yeah, this isn't. We'll stop the torture for Korg. This is not going to work out. That's a real Clash moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at Dark Horse in the... oh, wait. Somebody trying to slip in? Oh, they did. Eli, sneaky. You're good. 2 points for Eli. Let's go look at Dark Horse. He did a... Should we look at the Go Wee Wee P? Or the CC21 Ho Surgical? Let's look at the Go Wee Wee P. We don't see that very often. That's China War. That's the current one we're in. 21. No, that's Death Cuddles. China War 27. And the reason why I wanted to show this one to you is, so in the tree, one of the factors that you see in Town Hall 8 is number of compartments coupled with wall strength. So this is a pretty weak wall strength. And when you see 6 or 7 compartments coupled with pink walls, what that should tell you is that you can go wipe it. I am typically well, actually it's go whiz p it. But you can go whiz p it and not worry about it, because the P.E.K.K.A.s will blow through those pink walls in a hurry. So, and then it becomes basically an open base for you. And the P.E.K.K.A.s aren't springable. See, well, they're too lazy to even beat on the wall. They could have beat on the wall, but they're like, no, I don't feel like it. Let's see if they actually beat on any wall. So oh, here we go. 1, 2. Okay, through. And why? That's the weird thing. Why do they beat on the strongest wall? Shouldn't they have a training class somewhere where they talk about colors and like say pink is easy, Purple's harder. You would think. But no. They always hit the strongest wall. Even if it's just 1 out of 100, they'll find it. They'll go beat on that thing. I guess it's they're trying to prove. They're like, I can get through that wall. But notice how it's really, it doesn't really, you don't have a long delay frame. It's not like walls that you see at Town Hall 9 where the thing just parks and it stalls out. Let's go. I think we've seen enough of JTJU. Blah, 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 blah. They're not saying anything. Let's go on to 3. Oh, by the way, Dark Horse. We'll give you a high five on that. If you want to come over, you can. Pretty good. He had two 3 stars. One in China and one in Bian. Different styles. We like to see that. So let's head over to 3. Pac-Man, Bryson. So we're now in 3. Can't really say anything now. It's a full extent of the update. Okay, they're talking about Town 11 on the Twitch channel. Hi guys. Any live attacks? Bonk. superSUNDAY is here. While they're thinking about it, let's go over and look at some of the attacks that we had for them. JTJU does tend to put more on the list. Don't know what that means, but oh, here we go. VTechno would like to say 24/7 Clashers 2. What? Overpowered that the cleaner just could have been eaten for a Town Hall 8 for dessert. What is this? What? I don't even know what. Let me read the comments to everybody else. Somebody can tell me what the hell this means. He says JTJ3 VTechno 24 slash. So there's slashes. JTJ3 slash VTechno slash 24 slash 7 Clashers piped versus bases 7 and 8. 6 stars using max attack with lava. So overpowered on both attacks the cleanup troops could have eaten the Town Hall 8 for dessert. Okay, so what I can get from that, if I was going to decipher, is I believe it has something to do with base 7 and 8. So let's take a look. Maybe Clashers 2 is from the war.
Well, the war you're looking at is from 24/7 Clashers 2, so that's probably what they're talking about.
Oh, see? Okay, so now it's coming together. And you would think that I should know these things, but I don't. I don't know any of this shit. So let's look at 7 and 8. So basically, VTechno is saying that we have some awesome max attack. And FYI, we're going to be retitling the max attacks because I think it's the dumbest name in the world. Did I say that? The word we're going to be using is spellless. And here's why. The max attack really has 2 flavors. One is you go into the mid and you basically try Lavalunian around it without spells, spellless. Or you go into the mid and then you hog from there without spells. So the names would be like KHC2 Ho or KHC2 no wait 2 go EQ Ho, and then you would say spellless, meaning no spells, use them in the mid. Whatever. We'll figure it out later. Let's look at 7. This is what you get for trying to tell you about stuff I'm thinking about before I fully document it. My son is bothering me again. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go bother your mother. Let's see. So here we are. This doesn't look like a max. Oh, there it goes. I didn't see the EQs. Okay. And it is almost a max base. I'd say it's more of a mid-level. Let's decide ourselves, though, whether they could have eaten a Town Hall 8 for dessert. Not bad. But it is a good representation of the attack, and that's why I think the suffix of spellless is more accurate, because really when you think of, you know, basically that's like a tri-Lavalunian, or in this case a duo, so it'd be a duo Lavaloon. You think that you're going to use your spells to haste the loons, and you don't. You're using the spells backwards. So you say spellless on the duo. It's not bad. I'm with you, VTechno. Let's take a look at 8. 8 was the same thing. Another, I won't even try to name it the new way. I can just name it when I look at the troops. It's a 2-go EQ. And I'm assuming it's a duo. I bet there's a hound in the CC, so it's a duo spellless. Will I be right? Or will there be some weird thing that comes out of the CC? He's pounding in, he's trying to get to the queen. So really that's a 2-go KS EQ. My bad. 2-go KS EQ. We're in the mid now. And we're into the duo phase spellless. Bang bang. Nice placement of the hounds. Look how he's really triggered a lot of traps with that. A lot of the air mines came out from there. His loons didn't get a lot of pressure. Still has a hound even up with that. Okay, V-Techno. I'm going to agree they could have harassed a Town Hall 8. I don't know if they would have eaten them for dessert. Okay? I think that's a fair middle ground. Harassment, not eating. Red Ace. Wait, I think Red Ace is not in. He's in Maine now. He's not in 3, so he's referring to Maine. So that's all my 3 recommended. Let's see if they have any other attacks they want to show. I have a live attack, but it'll be the most awful one available. Well, sign me up. We love you going now. Okay, what? We understand, Vogel, that you're attacking with goblins, and you're hitting 3 levels above yourself, and your royals are down, and you don't have a CC, and you forgot your spells, right? Basically, are you going now or not? That's what I want to know. I want on TV. Well, Luke, you can get on TV if you actually post. Luke, you gotta attack, dude. Maybe next time. Maybe next time, Luke, you'll be prepared enough to know. And FYI, it's not TV, it's Twitch. No, like there's like 2 viewers, maybe 3. I just looked down. There are 3 different colors in the channel of Twitch, so I'm thinking there's 3 people on the channel right now. Me, my mom, and my grandma are out here right now. I did, Rye. What do you mean you did? I don't. Well, type it in chat. Yeah, it's live. Are you guys gonna? All right, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go away, and if you want to have an attack, get Tuck's attention in the Twitch stream, and then I'll come back. Okay? That's how it's gonna work. Tuck is paying close attention. Look, he's even talking in chat right now, so you can talk to Tuck about it. I am moving on because we have ADD. I need to find. There it is. We're coming to 4. Hello, 4. Oh, wait. Do I need to go back to 3? I don't think I did my list from 3. Whoop. I got to go back. Well, we'll go back. I said I was going to go back anyway. So remind me to go back to 3. And Luke's actually on my list. Luke, I got 2-year attacks on my list, dude. I am coming back. I will come back. Hang on. One of these times I'm going to fire up the chat and they're going to be like in a total yelling match with each other. It's going to be awesome. What is that? Am I missing a live attack? Oh, you're supposed to. I saw it when I looked down at the screen. Ooh. This is our main dude on their main guy. This is Throwdown. This is like the main event. I don't like that base. I mean, a lot of guys are doing that circle placement within the racetrack, but he took it to a new level. He's like, I'm going to make the whole base a circle. Will it work for him? Okay. P.E.K.K.A. What's up with the P.E.K.K.A.? Hit that thing. Hit it again. There you go. I guess that's what's up with the P.E.K.K.A. Rory, stop with the barking. Wow, that's pretty good. CWN 67 Morrow. I believe he's part of the new leadership team down in 4. Not bad. I mean, the bass isn't like scary awesome or anything, but I gotta look at your mix when you're done. Dude, does he have enough juice to go all the way? No. And he's got 2 whizzes down here and 2 minions. That golem's maybe. No. If that queen goes down, it's over, and I don't think she's down. It's over. Sorry, my dog is... Hang on, I'll yell at him. Hey, Rory! Rory! Cut it out! Now I've muted myself and I can't. I can't get my thing back. For God's sakes. That's too funny. I couldn't unmute myself there for a minute. You guys were like, yes!
It's awfully quiet in here. So it looks like Dan is ready to go for a live attack in Maine.
In Maine? Alright, I'll have to come back to 4. I'll be back. Dan is going live in Maine. So let's go over. He is on this one, I think. Yep. Let us go live to Maine, where Dan is getting ready to attack a Town Hall 9 as JTJ Maine tries to maintain its 15 win streak or whatever it is. Okay. I'm here, Dan. Good luck. 103 to 105. Let's make it within a point. I'm actually interested in this. Hola, boss man. Dan's like ice for veins. He's like, I don't know. Let's talk about it, Dan. All right, good. Good luck. There you go, Dan. Make it happen. Now here, I am going to get right down there so they don't block me out. Come on now. No whammies. And Dan and I are fans of the old show. Oh, what was the name of it? But there we go. No whammies, no whammies. Oh. I'll think of it. I know you guys are all... Maybe in Twitch chat, if you get this...
Press your luck.
Yeah, press your luck. Thank you very much. That was an awesome show. Oh, dude. No whammies. That was, see, my generation, we were pretty simple. We thought that was great. Little furry, little Muppet-looking guy comes out and takes all your money. That was funny. All right, Dan. This is not what I was thinking to do, but all right. He's going to go it. Kill squad behind. Okay, I'm liking it so far. At least he's efficient so far. Ooh. What is up with all the giants? Oh, look at that little hog jumping in there off the distract. That's going to be good value. Ooh, that hog's like marking up notches on his saddle. That's one. Hey, he's like, wizard, get off that. Get up. He only gets a half mark for that. Dude, is he going to get another thing down? I think he gets the quarter mark because he touched that one. He's going to get 4. Nope. Nope. They wanted to stop his streak. So where are we at with the attack? We got... well, the mid penetration was pretty good. I would say he's got to be feeling pretty bullish right now because he's still got a hound up. Although he's spellless. So that's concerning. I would have dropped those other loons a little quicker. It was close. He really needed a poison for that, for those skellies, those air skellies. That's what did him in. 19 has been quite a pain in the ass. Can I say that? It's been a pain for us. Let's look at how many times it's been hit. Good try, Dan. Yeah, it was. I actually liked the beginning. I think you're a little slow with... I think you needed to commit quicker to the... Uh-oh. Oh, that's Dan. Okay. I think you needed to commit more to the second, that last phase. The I think that was a duo spellless. I think you needed to get that stuff down. I think you were waiting for the hounds to move. So maybe that's why you waited. I don't know. But either way, you got good value out of that hog, though. I was going to show everybody how many times we've hit 19. 4. That's a lot. Maybe next time. So I got to go back to 4. Good luck, Maine. I'll come back if you need me. Okay, I'm back. So while the 4 is pondering what to show me, let's go through their list that I wanted to go on. King Jake in the Rain War versus number 6, CC21 T-Duck 2-Go KS Ho 3 spot. That's the play. So let's take a look and see. Make it rain! Didn't rain enough for you guys because JTJ4 won. Number 6. Let's scout this up and see how Mr. Jake, King Jake, bring the hammer. Let's do 2-speed. So the trigger looked pretty good. Dragging it down, going to come at it from the bottom side. Okay. Just keeping it real. Move it through. Powers into the mid. Queen's down. Spell overlap's a little high, but okay. So really, you know, that his team from 6 really enabled him to come from 12 and not have too much damage. And plus there wasn't a lot of pull through in the middle. It was kind of like almost, you know, more of an externalized defensive structure. There wasn't a lot in the mid to deal with. Care to show a couple of Town Hall 10 attacks? Sure. Well, I just showed one, that live attack, but I'll show some others. Never fear, I'll come back. Tuck, remind me to go back in Maine and I'll show. We have most of our Town Hall 10s are in Maine. Tuck will remind me. It's his job. The other attack we wanted to look at in 4 was Duckman. He had a variety of... He had 3 good attacks. He did a Poison CC21 T-Duct Ho Surgical. He's in Town Hall 8. He had a CC21 T-Duct Ho V Offset. And then he had a slow CC21 T-Duct Ho Surgical. And I think that's the one we're going to show because it has the most letters. So let's take a look. It was in Masturbates War. How original your name is, Masturbates. I hope you lose because... Oh, you did. Because that's just dumb. Why would you name your clan that? Because you're probably all 12. That's why. You're the target market. I understand. This is your game, not mine. Slow CC21. Number 10. Yep. Duckman. Here we go. Show us the magic. So the slow at the beginning of the attack name is representing that he does some shaping to start out. There it comes. Basically what it is, he's recognized that he's going to get pretty good value from one loon. He's actually going to get that other cannon. How about that? That's pretty good. I mean, it's like, well, you know. And the other thing it does is that you don't get, if these hogs, which way they will, end up pathing up to the top here, they don't split and kind of wander off. They stay together and come back to 9. So it's kind of a nice bonus. He uses poison plus a CC21 to take out the dragon. It goes down. Look at his nice placement. So that he did another trim there of that cannon so there's hogs here pathed in. So really good thinking. And that's where you move from when you're moving from V to surgical. You're actually thinking about placing items so that your pathing becomes very direct. And you're timing those placements because you know, oh, okay, if I drop these two right now, couple with that, they'll be 3 seconds later, they'll move. That's where it is. That's where the game happens at Town Hall 9. So, Mr. Duckman, I think you know if I tell you that there's 3 attacks that you did that were pretty good, you know where we want you. But you can stay down there if you want. JTJ4 is cool as beans. So feel free to stay down there. Other great attacks, unless they want me to look at one. War is looking great, says Krusty Caroler. Anyone want to do live before I leave? Any live before I leave? Let's leave, Tim, not live. Okay. The other good attacks was Rockthar had a Q-Wiz T-Duct, so he used his Queen and his Wizards to do the kill of the T-Duct. That was the most interesting thing. His Hog deployment was just a line deploy, so it wasn't very... The Hog part was like, meh. Cell had a nice Poison CC21 T-Duct Ho 2 spot, so I was more interested in the Poison CC. I suck now. You don't get it. You're okay, Cell. You don't suck. And then Triple Y's down there, and he did a 3-go KS Ho Spellless. Triple Y's always good. Maybe we should give a little Triple Y action on number 2, and then we'll close out 4 and head back to. Did I need to go back to 3? I think I did. I need to go back to 3 to do their highlight attacks. So here's Triple Y. KH3 penetrates in. Looks like he's going to jump to the mid there off the Tesla, I would assume. Yep. His Royals move in. This Hog deploy was like, big. And the concern with that is, I mean, maybe that's why he wasn't too worried about it, is that there's no DGB spots, so he can heal through anything. But if you get them all grouped, they all get sprung in a group more easily and stuff like that. Oh, like that. Hello. Oh, there goes some more. But not bad. Not bad. Just your standard. Nothing wrong with vanilla ice cream, you know. You go to the store. You look at all the ice creams there. You say vanilla, because why? You know it. All right, 4. If you don't have any other live attacks, it's good. It wasn't live. I saw C3. I know. Okay, I'm leaving you guys. You guys are just in here wallowing in your sadness. Okay, I'm going back. Going to 3. TTYL. Back to 3. I'll just go through a couple attacks with them. And that, I think 3 is this one. I'm back to 3. Okay. I'm back. Any live? And while they respond to that, let's go look at another spellless, which is my word for max attack. VTechno 300 War number 8, 2-go EQKS duo spellless. So War was 4 this one. Brittany would like to join the clan. If anyone would let her in, she'd appreciate it. I'm just joking. You don't have to let her in. Do what you want. Number 8, I think is what I said, right? VTechno. He was recommending other people. We're going to recommend VTechno. So it's an entry-level town hall, but what I thought was interesting was, as always, the shoot du jour, the exciting attack of the month, Max, a.k.a. Spellless. In he drives. Deals with the CC right in there over the town hall. I mean, he can't get any closer into their face. And at that point, it's just a nice, measured deployment of loons. Because the ADs were pretty far out, so it's game over. It's game over. VTechno for the win! And 1. Luke, you were wanting some action. You had 2 good attacks, one in the Hoodie War and one in the 300 War. Both were 2-go Wee Whiz Peas with Rage Soho action. Let's look at which one was higher. Oh, both were number 17 even. So let's just go to the most recent. That would be the, or maybe we'll just use the one I'm in. And that would be this one, 300. So let's take a look. That would be number 17. Luke, This is your moment, my friend. Shukonk. Town Hall 8. There's Rory again. Oh, dog, I hate that dog. Alright, here we go. Go wee wee. Go wee whiz pee. Go wee whiz pee. Come on. Get in the mid. Thumping around, banging. Waiting with those 8 hogs. There go 4, 5 of them. All of them. Interesting choice to actually choose to come from there versus waiting a little longer. Works out though. Never uses his poison. Interesting. Is that because he never triggered them? Maybe all the skellies were set to air? I didn't notice. I didn't notice how he killed it off. But so what you recognize in this base that enables the go wee whiz pee is the number of boxes, right? Number of boxes, more articulate way of saying is number of walls you have to break through to get where you're going, but boxes is easier to count. And the boxes are 4. So anytime you see a base like that with low box count, odds are ground via go wipe. The rare go wee whiz pee is good. Is good. Oh, and Luke, by the way, my friend, maybe that's why you wanted to know. There you go. Have yourself a chocolate bar. Anybody else we want to talk? Smidger had a pretty good attack, but he doesn't come up when I call him. So we won't. But I'll show it. I'm just saying I'm not going to show you the ticket. It's a. Oh, this is in the Hoodie War. So let me go back. And it was against 12. What makes this interesting is this is a Soho 2-Go KS Ho Squeeze. Sounds complicated, but it's not. Soho. So he's going to do a snipe action with hogs to begin. Here he comes. Notice how it's not really about the trigger. He's just trying to condense the base a little bit so that his later runs are more direct. And that's the most impressive part, is he gets that inner AD down. So now here comes his actual kill squad phase. 2-Go KS, rolling. Also very well done. But this is the part of where I watched this attack and I was like, oh, interesting, because he did it, or somebody, I don't know if it was him or somebody else, but I saw this attack twice, or this style of where the squeeze suffix comes from off the hog, because voila, it's a 2-line deploy from 3 and 9, or it could be 12 and 6, whatever. But basically they're pushing in from both sides where the expos that are centralized can't pick a front. They have to basically split. And meanwhile, the Teslas are working your group that was coming from one of the 2 sides, top or bottom. And so you squeeze the mid and done.
So it looks like your golden ticket is glitched.
Oh yeah? Nobody can see my golden ticket?
Oh, everybody can see your golden ticket. Nobody can see the attack.
Oh my God! Look at that! Isn't that amazing? Okay, now we'll have to go back. All right, let's do it again. I just won't even say anything this time. Let's just. Oh, that's wrong. That's the wrong attack. See, I have to remember to click it off. What was glitched was me. Okay, hang on. That's too bad. Where's the squeeze? Oh, it was him. It is Death Cuddles. Okay. This is Death Cuddles, by the way, not Smidger. I lied. I skipped over Smidger. He's like, dude, I get no love. I get no respect. It's true, Smidger. So here you go. You've already heard the commentary. There's the shaping part of the attack, the Soho at the beginning. Then we get the 2-Go KS coming in from the top. They're doing their thing, killing, wiping out the queen, moving the mid. There's the squeeze from the 2 sides, pushing the middle. And boom. Meanwhile, the top is actually distracted from the KS team itself, helping the squeeze team not get slaughtered. And voila. So whenever you see, I think, that style of attack, I haven't adjusted the tree. I'd have to see it a few more times to start pondering it. But if there was expos centralized like that, where it's an oblong base, expos middle, and you can push the 2 tops to kind of square it up, and then come, you see all this hand motions? Is that helping? No, not really. But anyway, good attack either way. Good job, Death Cuddles. I like the attack. 2 points for you. Oh, and let's take a look at... Oh, I thought that was a hit. Oh, here we go. Lemur. Lemur, you think I didn't notice? You think I didn't see you? Hold on a minute. In the Hoodie War, down low. Where's he at? Lemur. Number 18. What? Oh yeah. So Lemur is a Town Hall 7. Look at this. This is like NASCAR. He's just passing people. He's like, all right, no, not hard enough. Here we go. Town Hall 7 hit up from Lemur, 104 light. This is what we like to see. Check this out. So he lights 1 AD. So at this point, basically, this attack is now a 105. He's got to basically read the way his dragons are flowing and drop his loons. This might have been a little bit of luck there, but drop your loons on which side you're not going to get dragon coverage on. See where they group, basically, and then go to the opposite side. But it worked out, and his level 2 dragons power through. Now, granted, it's AD 555, but hey, man, and the AS was not set up great, but it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. I like seeing Town Hall 7s that aren't afraid to roll a little bit of Town Hall 8 action and just give it a shot, see what happens. And the technique's pretty solid. So it was the same technique that you would use if you were Town Hall 8 and you had your dragons at you maybe had your extra slot on your CC, or you had your new level dragons at 3, whatever. It would be the same thing. Either way, this time I'm going to make sure I unclick it. That's for you, Lemur, if you want, or you can hang out with JTJ3 because I know they are cool as cool can be. So that's the ones I wanted to show in JTJ3. Let's see if there's a live attack before I leave. Any other attacks? Any other attacks you want to show live? I'm assuming the answer is no. Brian's one of our long-term veterans. If you remember the cage match from way back, like almost a year ago, Brian was in that. Hello, Luke. You got your golden ticket, man. Eat that chocolate bar and enjoy it, my friend. So I think we're good there. So let's go back. We had that request for some Town Hall 10 action. Oh, wait. Before we do, let's go visit one of our affiliates. Same one as last week, Banny Vinix. And the affiliates out there, if you guys watch this, if you put your requests in the request thread in Nation or in Twitch, tell us say, hey, come out and check these attacks. During the live stream, we'll come out. We'll come visit you and check it out. We actually have an account parked in Banny Vinix, so because I'm hanging over there. Trench is hanging out over there right now for some reason because he gets lonely, I guess. But first of all, the thing you want to see when you go visit Trench is check out my tree right in the dead center there. And right now what Trench is working on, he's gardening. Trench is more of a gardener than an attacker. He's trying to get, I'd like to have trees at each of the 4 quadrants symmetrically. Single lobe tree. That's what we want right there. So far no luck. But what are you going to do? Well, you just got to be patient. Hi guys. Any live attacks?
We even have Kitty B52 here from
Kitty
from the clan.
Is on the chat.
She is in Mumble.
All right. She's always a silent listener. That's okay. You get comfortable after a while. We'll just have everybody talking at the same time. It'll just be pandemonium. Good evening, Rye. Well, good evening, Andreas. Are you going to attack, Andreas? I guess he can't hear me. I'll just say it. I already said it. Any live attacks? I'm going to go. If you guys aren't going to attack, I'm going to go look at your attacks. They have some pretty good Town Hall 8 action. Who should we look at? Surely they have a record.
Yep.
Oh, is that you, Kitty?
It is. Hello.
Hey. All right. Do you have recommendations of what I should look at?
Yeah, there were 2 from last week. The one you scouted for me.
Oh, that was from the. Hang on, go to the Warlog with India.
That's right.
Okay. Which number was that?
Number 2.
Number 2. All right, so let's fire this up. If you want to watch along with me, you can, Kitty. I'm going to click right now. I'm clicking, and I'll go on. I'll go on 2-speed. Okay. So I see you've got two 1010 Royals. Looks like
Yeah,
a
they're a bit.
Quattro.
I just like warring too much.
Yeah,
My royals have been at 10 for ages.
that makes it a little harder on you. You gotta
Yeah,
actually.
I know.
You gotta actually have some talent at that point. See, I just get by with my Royals being max because I know I'm bad, and that's how I handle it. Well, your penetration didn't look bad. I mean, he kind of gave you an easy CC, so I'd say the base
I know.
wasn't too bad. But it's also, I think does the Colonel call this base the stupid base, or is that a different base?
It's a different one.
Yeah, okay.
It looks pretty stupid as well, though, doesn't it?
But the deployment of the loons and hounds is pretty good. I mean, in terms of the timing, you're working it around. It's coming off the sea. And look at all those, as Vig Techno would say, you've got enough troops left there to go have a party at Town Hall Main. That looks pretty good. And you guys ended up winning this war, right?
Yep.
Yep. I'm glad that Trench could serve country.
It was so helpful.
Serve the motherland, and I think, I don't know what I did, but I know I threw some troops at that base for you, just so you could see things.
The other one was, remember poor Steedy went live last time?
Yep, yep.
And had a bit of a disaster. Well, he did an excellent one in that same war on the first base.
Number one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so this is basically Steedy's making a comeback. We could play like inspirational music right now. We could be like, anyway, nobody cares about my. Let's check out Steedy's attack on number one as he tries to redeem himself from his live attack last Super Sunday. Oh, and he doesn't take an easy route to do it. He goes up against a max Town Hall 10. This one's set up pretty good. The EQ, he's very thoughtful with his EQ. He's dropping them slowly. He's going to make sure. Ooh, okay. He's got it inside. So he's going to wall breaker in, I assume. Yep. Wall breaker. He's good. Cuts are good. Golems are moving. I like it. And they run past the poison. Well, we already know he survives this. Oh, wait, they're in the poison. I can see they're just barely there.
Yeah.
Wow, that almost was trouble. That could have been a sad moment. Those Valks escaped the poison because they can do some damage. So here he's coming around. He's going to hog action off the back. He's got both Expos tied up. Usually I would be coming in right now off my Expo distract I would be launching, but he's pondering it. He's not satisfied with having tied up. He's going to take him down first. He's going all the way into the mid.
Yep.
He's basically doing a spellless. He's going to go in. This is like, okay, it's the max attack, because he did the EQ. Nicely done. Look at that distract. He has nobody shooting him whatsoever. Those hogs need some help. They're getting tired. Oh, they died. So he pulls this out? Wow.
Yeah. He's ace. He's actually ready to go live, I think, shortly as well.
Oh, even
he's a bit brave.
So he didn't learn his lesson last time.
No.
He's like, I'll do it again.
Let me see how long he needs.
Yeah. I'm surprised that he had enough juice to get done. I would have thought, because all he's got right now are the Royals and the Witch and a couple Wizards.
I don't know how he does it, but he does.
Yeah, it's just perfect. And he had to. Wow, this isn't. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. And he gets that Golem to cover the Queen for him. The Golem helps the Queen get through.
Because she's held up busting that wall.
How much time did he have left in the attack? Oh, he had a lot of time. 20 seconds. Good attack, Steedy. Thumbs up for you right there, buddy. So if he's ready. Oh, he's ready.
He's ready.
Okay, Steedy.
I know, he's a brave man.
Brave. Well, there's a fine line. Bravery or ... There you go. All right. Bring it on, Steedy. Which one's he going to hit? I need to get back to the current war.
He's on number 3.
He's going to hit 3? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and you guys need this. You're trailing these guys. Looks like
I know.
a Russian team. Is that Russian? I think it is.
It's Ukrainian, yeah.
Yeah.
They probably would prefer you to say that.
You Ukrainian? Sorry. You know, it's so far away from me. Ukrainians. So the Russian dialect looks actually different than that?
Oh, there he goes.
Yep, got it. What do we got here, Speedy? Speedy is bringing, looks similar to last base. He's got the Expos in the mid. He's bringing the 2-go KS. Not bad.
I'm nervous for him.
You're nervous for him? Well, so far so good. Let's get that dragon down. She's not hurt yet either. That's troubling. We need some more damage on her. There we go. There we go. Oh, and nicely done. The witches do not get taken by the giant bomb. That could be big. He's got 2 heals and a nice hog pack moving off 9. I like it. I like the way it looks right now. If that witch can stay alive and help the queen not take fire, that could be the telling blow. Oh, here we go. The hogs are in mid now. Although that heal up top, what happened there? There's nobody up there. That could be a problem. No! No! Oh, Lord! It's unraveling! Say it isn't so Stevie's like, ah, man. I don't think he's got it. I think he had it up to the point where his hog team was right in here. Yep. And then he dropped his heel up at 2 o'clock, and he really didn't have a lot of hog team there for it. If he would have hogged the team in mid, it might have been a little different. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again.
Do you think it's because the queen was still up?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Did he not get the queen?
No.
Did she get away? Oh, that's too bad. Hold on. Let's look at it again. We're going to analyze Steedy's attack. Not that it's any feeling making him feel better, but just to know what happened. So I think the kill of the dragon took a little longer. If you would have left the wall break for one, you might why dive? I always say why dive. If you got the dragon out, I would have left the hold on the wall breaker till you get the CC done. No need to fight it in the walls and be taking that damage while you're trying to take down a heavy unit like the dragon. So that would be the first thing to think about. His king and queen. Where's the queen at? Oh yeah,
she's away up there.
Why would you? Yeah, so you're coming from 6. The queen is up at 10. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because look at how much damage she does to you. That's 3. That's equivalent to 3 archer towers with legs walking around behind your hogs, just shooting them. But I still say that, so there's a couple things there. One, if you would have changed the vector, been more from 12, or even from 1030. 2, drag it out, leave the CC out and kill it outside and then come in. And then 3, I think that heal is probably just more of a, thumbs thing. You're under pressure, you want to do good. So you're going to have to, Steedy, you're going to have to, once again, go ahead and 3-star 1, and we'll come back next week and we'll take a look at the replay.
How would you get the double giant bomb so if you came up from that angle?
Well, but you have to, your first priority with your kill squad is you have to get the queen. Because again, she is worth, it's basically 3 archer towers. So she can be taking out hogs in basically every 1 to 2 seconds they're dropping. So it's your first priority, and then I guess we go back and we look at the base. Let's see. See, now I have to think now. So hold on. So I would have triggered from the bottom like he did. So triggering from like 6, then I would have dragged to like 12 because there's nothing there. So you're going to get a totally clean kill of the CC. You shouldn't lose anything. It would be a CC 21 kill. And then you're going to drive this hole. And so you're worried about the stuff down here, right?
Yeah.
So I would say at that point you're going to be thinking more, instead of his deployment, which was more of a 2-spot or 1-spot deploy, whereas all of his hogs were in one position. If he instead went more surgical and and pushed it in, then his hogs won't trigger. They'll move directly into mid. Although there's a large gap there. So if you wanted to look though of your placements, if you would have placed the hogs right here for this side of the cannon. They'll jump to the AD and move away, basically breaking that spot. Same thing here. So even if he did a 2-spot deploy from the bottom side and then swung out from basically 6 to 9, 6 to 3, leave those 2 archer towers right there and maybe loony in them, you know, after your hogs, so maybe carry some loons from the backside. You would have get away from your bombs. You'd have the queen down. I think a lot of, you know, but that's the kind of stuff when we're in the cooler, we run through a lot of different scenarios and draw it up. So you guys might want to start trying to play with that. It's a good time. You can sit there, crack jokes, tell stories, and draw on bases for Clash of Clans.
Yes, it's good.
Yeah,
I think we've got one
you
more.
can see sometimes we're going to post another one that we did just yesterday for Nicholas on his attack, and you can kind of just see what we're talking. You know, like what's it like? You can watch what we do and kind of see if it works for you guys. Any other attacks that you guys want to show, or are you good?
I think Spielberg's wanting to go live now. I don't know.
You UK people.
I'm just chuffed because I wouldn't do it.
all right, Spielberg, bring it. Let's go. Let's see it. So let's take, while we're waiting for Spielberg to show us our awesome, let's do a player profile on Spielberg.
Well, it was his birthday this weekend.
It's his birthday today?
Not today, but it was this weekend.
Oh, so this is a birthday
He was away
attack.
hot tubbing.
He was hot tubbing?
Yeah.
Ah, very nice. So he's a Town Hall 9, 1410. Most of his stuff
I know.
is max, so he should have a running shot at this. What's he attacking? Which base?
Oh, I can't remember now.
Yeah?
It's a stupid base. He's going for number 6.
Well, then he should do well. We've had a lot of stupid
fingers
base
crossed.
opportunities.
I posted them all for him to look at. So
Yeah, this one.
Colonel Mustard did a big thing on that, didn't he?
Colonel Mustard has a bone to grind with the stupid base. He definitely doesn't like. He feels like it's an insult to his sensibilities when anybody does it. Of course, the guy named the base Faust, so Faustian base, stupid base. Spielberg's thinking about it. He's in the moment of meditation between attacking and going. I still need to make my attack. I'm in this war down here, trenches.
That's true. Maybe you should go live first.
With my mouse clicking. Yeah, I could.
Maybe not. Okay.
Yeah, you know, if I miss, it looks like you guys need to be serious this time.
I know, but you're hitting up. It's a Town Hall 7 for you. Is that him in? Yeah.
Oh Lord, then yeah, we're definitely not doing that live.
No.
Town Hall 5 versus 7. That's not going to be pretty.
No, I know. Maybe some scouting.
Yeah, perhaps. That's what I'll do. I'll do some very bold scouting. All right, here we come. Got some giants, which I'm medium on Spielberg, the giants. But what do we got? So you're banging on the thing. Because really with the stupid base, what we want to do is we want to create 2 channels of cuts that basically move from 3 to 9, in this case, and 3 to 6. Or no, 6 to 9 and 6 to 3. Oh, I don't like the mass of witches on one side. I think you overstacked it. Hope that doesn't bite you. You've got 2 on 1. Although the queen's with the one group, so maybe. Maybe it'll work out. But you're definitely going to clear the 6 to 3. Oh, and here comes. But you got the queen. That's good.
I'm just shaking that side.
You got lucky with that, because you wouldn't want that dragging on the witches over there. That would have been a bad day at the office. Oh yeah, so is the queen shooting a wall? She is.
Yes. What is
Stop
she
with the wall
doing?
shooting. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh, phew.
There it is.
Come on.
Yep. So see that mass where he overstacked one side's really. Oh no. We got a lot of trouble. Oh, they turned. They turned. I don't know how that happened. They decided to give Spielberg a break and be like, well, dude, he's just dropping his spells everywhere. The queen not being down, though, that's a problem. I don't think he's going to pull through on it. So really, this attack went sideways on him when he didn't. If he would have done a 2-finger deploy with his witches, like at 5 and 7, and tap, tap, tap them together, he would have had an even set on both sides. And then he would have been able to push through. See how his 6 to 3 team is still moving? And that would have taken the queen out. And then his hogs would have run direct into mid. Just a little, he rushed it a little bit. which is normal. It's really hard to wait on this attack to actually give it the time. You feel like you have to go, but you really don't. You just need to be patient.
Yeah.
He's still going. The witches are down now. It's almost. The show is almost over. And as we watch Spielberg fade into the distance, wondering what happened, he can turn to Super Sunday's replay and just torture himself for the next week. But happy birthday! Happy birthday! How old is Spielberg, if we may ask? Spielberg is, I'm going to guess, 83. Who knows?
Slightly younger than that.
Slightly younger? Well, you know.
31.
Should have hit from the AQ side. Well, we'll let you catch up, Spielberg, with my comments. Are there any others that want to go?
I think that's my brave people finished.
That's the brave. Well, that's much higher than last time. Good job. Let me see if there's
We'll
any
get
other
there.
attacks we want to take a look at. I think we're good. I don't know those guys. Rune. Okay, we'll go. So we'll come back, but hey, good stopping by
There
and
was
seeing
quite a
you
good
guys.
bit.
What?
There was a nice hogging one on 15
All right, let's take a look at
with
that.
Andrew.
Let's take a look. Town Hall 8. See how the... So if it works for Town Hall 8, where you bring... This is, I'm talking to... who am I talking to? The first attacker. How he brought out the CC. You should keep doing it at Town Hall 9. Always
Yeah.
bring the CC out.
It does make a big difference, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, you don't want to. Why would you want to get shot while you're dealing with something if you don't have to? Oh yeah, this was a roll. That wasn't even a. He didn't even have. Did any hogs die?
No, it was
hit
pretty good.
2 bombs. I think he and the witches are still up. Where's his royal? Where's the king at? The king died somewhere. Oh, he fought the king off over here.
He took out the king at the top.
Yep. Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, Andrew should like that one. Good job. Good job. I think we can win this. I'm on the team, so I should refer to it as we. We can win this.
Fingers crossed.
Let's cross our fingers. It'll be good. All right. Tell the team I said hello. I'm going back
Cool.
to Maine now.
Catch you later.
Yep. So we'll go back to Maine so that we can close out with showing just a couple Town Hall 10 attacks. And then we will be done. I haven't done my attack, so lucky you guys. About the same time as last time, or an hour 30. So it's about the same amount of recording time. Hey guys. Oh, Simlin's like, dude, close 19. Hi guys. Any live? Debunk. Korea's like, you will not close 19. How many times have we attacked 19 now since we've been gone? Will this be a jinx if I look? Oh, we're still at 4. Wait a minute. What is this? That's us. Okay, wait. Defensively. 19. Oh, another person missed. Yikes. Oh, that was Dan. Okay. Yeah, we saw that. But to the request of seeing a Town Hall 10 attack, there's a couple. So I think Rev is going to do, if I know him. No. It's an EQ. I was going to say 7 go, but no. So he's going to EQ it and then drive to the mid off of a go whiz P. And that's what we've been trying to do, is get a better attack that works consistently against multi-single combinations. Definitely our preference on multi-multi is the 7 go. Typically on most bases, it just is a very consistent 2-star attack. And then if we had 3-star, then that's a different story. But for consistent 2-star and 7 go for doubles, double multi is always good. Sorry, the dog. But you can see how... Did he have witches off that drove? Well, he had to work for it to get the 2. The queen off the edge. So he actually it was lucky or planned that his queen took to the edge. And he should have actually... The other thing, notice how he ended his attack there a little early. With a war like this where it could be tied, notice that our destruction is at... where's destruction? There it is, 86, 85. Destruction breaks ties, so you should keep going and try to take as many bases as you can. AK is another one of probably our more stable Town Hall 10 attackers. Usually he goes with, yep. So it's, I think there's a golem, this will be a 6 golem attack. Oh, and lucky him, he gets the multi-multi. We really prefer that over the other one. Or at least I do. Maybe it's just because of, I don't know why, because I'm dumb. Well, looks pretty good. Basically he created a big teaser base with those 2 jumps. And then drove to the mid. Not bad. And last but not least, I think Diggs has an actual 7 go. Yep. So you can see the usual. He does a wall breaker here because it's a little wider than a jump. So he wall breakers and then he'll jump through there and then jump to the mid. With the typical 4 jump pattern. You want your edges to start first so they get a little head so then your mid team goes right to middle. He actually almost loses it here, but the golems come back and then the queen follows in. Had a little bit of help there because that expo was a little weak. And that's one of the things that the 7 go's been struggling with, is that this design has been shifting in Town Hall 10 where the people are stacking 2 Teslas with the eye towers with the expos all in the center box. So there's so much DPS there that the 7 go, if you don't run it exactly right, can actually get stopped by it. And so we've been tinkering with trying to get one of the spells back, go drop down to 3 jumps maybe, and or drop a golem and bring in a little bit of something else to help deal with that amount of DPS in the mid. But we don't have an official spin on that. So there you go for the 7 go stuff. Let's see if they have any attacks they want to show live. Otherwise we can wrap it up. I hate the base. Oh, Clash Mustard, you're funny. 19 is feisty. If you have any attacks I've missed. I think Imran wanted me to show his attack. Let me go there while they answer that question.
There's a potentially interesting one from last war as well. It was a surgical against a base that was actually fairly open with lots of double bomb possibilities. Something we probably wouldn't normally have hogged.
Which one was that?
That was last war against the Argentinian clan.
Yeah, but which number?
29, I think.
Alright. Oh, that was your attack. Okay. So it looks like a max base. Yeah, this layout is difficult for some. We got a lot of trouble with this sometimes. So we come out, we draw it, CC 21 kill it. A little bit of surgical action. Wow. And I think that kind of shows, as you watch that, how important it is to the compressed timing of the release of the hogs, so that they're not being worked one at a time. I'm going to go one more time, and I'm going to try to catch the timing of where you start and where you end.
Yeah, it turns out at the end of this base actually didn't have a double bomb in it, despite all the spaces it had.
114, you start, and then you're done. Oh.
Yes, the goal here was the 4 hog.
You've deployed everything in 16 seconds. And you went, basically that was 270 degrees of deployment.
Yeah, the goal was obviously to pull with the 4 hogs to kill the 1 defense, and everything else was pretty much deployed to protect the kill team, the king, and then move around the base to protect the other hog groups.
But basically every AD has got a distinct hog that they're targeting. They can't really gang up on a given hog because you have so many lines coming in. And I think that's what really helps you out. Yeah, good attack. Good suggestion. 2 points. I gave it a shot, but didn't deploy hogs right. Okay, Cheeto, it's no big deal, dude. It's okay. Let's see if I find Imran, because he was asking. So I will look. I will look, Imran. Let's see here. All the way down. Rocksteady had a nice attack. Those are our Town Hall 7s. Bringing the lumber. Look at him working down there. Didn't Dorn have a good attack? Didn't he? I seem to remember this attack for some reason. I guess let's stop staring at it and maybe just play it at fast speed. Why did I like this attack? Oh, it was a go wipe. A go whiz-pee. Go whiz-pee. Go whiz-pee. There you go. Because it's wizards. Go wee whiz. Oh, I'm not going to watch it though because we saw the other one. ELD's like, dude. That's probably true. I should show it if I'm going to show it. Let's not. It's not a teaser. Let's take a look. So the base really isn't really leveled. So the complexity here is that it's spread on 2035. His dragon kills. A little messy, but he gets it down. I would think about the trickling of the barbs that we talked about earlier, some other method to keep the dragon off your wizards. But then he's in the mid, and his heavy units are there. And let's see if this P.E.K.K.A. actually blows up any walls. Nope, so far, just walking. But the other thing about P.E.K.K.A.s is they don't get sprung. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 through. So really they would take 4 seconds of damage to get through any wall, and that's not too bad. I just find it interesting. We've seen this war we saw. We typically do not see pink walls lately, so it was strange to see them. Katie Cakes with her V deploy. Oh, you want to see the actual zealot of V deploy right here? Here she goes. She does her trigger. So because the king's at 7:30, I would assume she's going to V deploy from 3 or 12. Or 6. What? Broke the rules? Throw out the handbook? Doesn't matter. She doesn't care. She's like, I'll do it anyway. Let's see, it's a speed. So basically she does just one, and they're all out. So it's a timing of how fast she's moving her fingers so that all the hogs actually deploy in that one pole. And then they're all evenly deployed across the units, the defenses that are on that line. You want to be looking for defenses, like 2 or 3 defenses on that line that are on the external wall. Let's see. There's your 2. Katie again. Brimley. Maybe Muhammad didn't get he didn't get any love this war. Oh wait, Red Ace. Didn't Red Ace recommend an attack for something? I had similar attacks. You can see some of the changes I made since how the second attack worked much better, although it was a higher base. Alright, let's just look at the second attack. Alright. Here we go, Red Ace. Let's see what you got. So you attack this base twice. Looks like 2 go KS EQ duo Spellus. Let's see, I could be wrong. There's the EQ. It's got a Valk and a Wizard in the CC. That's different. King is working into the, that's some pretty high DPS in that area. Look at all those cannons. Wow. That was pretty good. That was nice. Good attack, Rick. Good attack, Ace. Not bad. I'll give you points for that. Current war, 31. First surgical Hodge try, and it became a success. So, okay, so that's one he wants me to look at? So, alright, hang on. This will be our last replay. Hey, Rye, if you want another VOG, see 33. Oh, that's right. Tyrone did a cooler session on that, so we should look at 33. I don't know if it was 33 that he did it, or if he's... Let's see. Yep. Yep. Dragons down, King, V deploy off the team. That was nice. That was the one we coolered on. So that was, with Tyrone, we talked a lot about like the actual techniques being used to get, you know, like things like, do you draw your fingers just one time down towards, you know, from 12 to 3, or does it come back? That kind of stuff. Because it's all about the timing and getting it down, but all the hogs go out at one. Because you want, what you're really trying to do with a V is do a simple man's surgical, where you do the V, and then because the pathings group, you in effect get pretty even groupings on each distinct defensive building in very quick time. Good job, Tyrone. Looks good. Anybody else? Blah blah blah. Da, 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 da. I can go live if you like. You don't have to go live. I mean, that would be attacking a closed base, so that's not as exciting, ETA. But thanks for the offer. Anybody else that I want to look at? See if anybody rings my bell that I remember from the war. Simlin. I was like, I can't believe they did that. He's had a good war, 2 stars. I think Wu had a... Wasn't that a... I probably have looked at it, so I'll stop here. So, I guess that wraps it up for this Super Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. And we actually now have the report, so you can, when I post it out on YouTube, you can pull up these attacks by clasher, pull it up by type, and basically zoom directly to the parts and not have to listen to what is 1 hour and 50 minutes of video. Talk to you guys later.
Don't touch that, Larry.
Touch it, Larry. You know you want to.
Larry, don't touch
Larry,
that.
do it. Do it, Larry.
Larry!
Yes! Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life, Larry.
What'd I
Good
just
job,
say, Larry?
Good job.